In a bold move, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has unveiled a controversial plan to significantly reduce the number of generals and admirals in the United States military. This initiative has ignited a firestorm of debate, with proponents lauding its potential for streamlining and efficiency, while critics express deep concerns about the potential loss of vital experience and the specter of political motivations behind the cuts. Hegseth's plan, a cornerstone of his tenure at the Pentagon, seeks to reshape the very top of the military hierarchy. Hegseth's proposal aims to cut the number of generals and admirals by at least 10% across all branches of the armed forces. This reduction would include a more drastic 20% cut specifically targeting active-duty 4-star generals and admirals, as well as a similar reduction in the number of National Guard generals. In real terms, this ambitious plan could result in the elimination of approximately 100 high-ranking positions within the military. The proposed cuts are not merely about numbers, they represent a fundamental shift in how the military is structured and led. Hegseth argues that the current system is top-heavy, with too many generals and admirals for the size of the force. This top-heavy structure, he contends, hinders agility and slows decision-making, ultimately impacting the military's effectiveness. Hegseth's plan has far-reaching implications for the future of the United States military. If implemented, it will undoubtedly reshape the upper echelons of the armed forces, potentially impacting everything from strategic planning to operational effectiveness. The success or failure of this bold move will likely be debated for years to come. At the heart of Hegseth's proposal lies a belief that a leaner command structure will lead to a more efficient and effective military. He argues that the current number of generals and admirals is bloated, creating unnecessary bureaucracy and hindering the flow of information and resources. He often points to World War II as a prime example, a time when a significantly smaller number of generals oversaw a far larger fighting force. Hegseth contends that the military's current focus on headquarters and administrative roles has come at the expense of the warfighter. By reducing the number of generals and admirals, he aims to free up resources and personnel that can be redirected towards frontline units and essential combat capabilities. This shift, he believes, will result in a more agile and lethal force, better prepared to face the challenges of the 21st century. Hegseth often dismisses the argument that a higher number of generals equates to greater military success. He argues that the quality of leadership, not the quantity, is the decisive factor in achieving victory. He believes that the current system, with its abundance of high-ranking officers, often stifles innovation and initiative, hindering the development of the next generation of military leaders. Hegseth's vision is one of a streamlined, agile military, where decision-making is pushed down to lower levels, empowering commanders closer to the action. Whether this vision can be achieved without sacrificing valuable experience and expertise remains a point of contention. However, Hegseth's conviction that a leaner, more efficient military is essential for future success is unwavering. Over the decades, the role of generals has evolved significantly. From leading battalions on the front lines to strategizing in the war rooms, their responsibilities have shifted with the times. Each era brought its own challenges and required different skills. Today, generals are not just military leaders but also diplomats, strategists, and sometimes even public figures. Understanding this evolution helps us appreciate the complexities of modern military leadership. As the news of the proposed cuts spread, reactions began to pour in from all corners. Critics argue that reducing the top military ranks could jeopardize national security. On the other hand, supporters believe that it's a necessary step towards a more efficient and streamlined defense system. The debate is intense, with strong opinions on both sides. The power of the purse is a crucial factor in this initiative. Funding allocations and budgetary considerations play a significant role in shaping the future of the military. Lawmakers will have to weigh the financial benefits against potential risks. It's a balancing act, and the stakes are incredibly high. Of course, every plan faces its share of obstacles. Potential roadblocks include bureaucratic resistance, political opposition, and logistical challenges. But there are solutions as well. Streamlining processes, fostering bipartisan support, and ensuring clear communication can help overcome these hurdles. It's a complex path, but not an impossible one. Looking ahead, the long-term implications of these cuts are profound. A leaner, more efficient military could mean better resource allocation and enhanced operational readiness. However, it also raises questions about maintaining leadership quality and experience. The decisions made today will echo through the future of national defense.